What's going on, you guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT. It's time to get ready for the Manufacturer Series on Gran Turismo Sports. Now we're on round 12 and we'll be racing on Autopolis International Racing Course for 8 laps. And now we'll be able to use Group 4 cars for today. So this is going to get everything we'll be able to get started. So let's just going to be able to keep trying, and then this is going to get very stronger that this one might needs to come in to get. So looks like same thing like the Nations Cup that racing on in Dragon Trail Gardens in reverse. So let's just going to be able to do perfectly that this is going to get everything stronger to be able to choose the oversteer Group 4 car. So good thing that we'll be able to grab a sponsor car for this race, and then this is going to get everything we'll be able to get ready for one good Group 4 race, that this is going to get everything we might need to get. So just going to be able to try to keep practicing for this race, and then this is going to get everything we might take some time until this is going to be able to take concentration, that this is going to get everything by the corner layouts for the track, and then this is going to be able to do one good ways to be able to get. So maybe it's always going to take plenty much more method ways that this one might have. So racing hard and medium tires is now going to be able to use. So let's just going to be able to keep up for this race, and then but this is going to get everything we'll be able to get well tighter, that this is going to be able to take that race we might come in. Alright, so looks like evening time on Autopolis, and then this is going to be good. And then this is going to get everything we might be able to keep trying, and then this is going to be able to take that risk. We might be able to take plenty much more time, that this is going to be able to coming in. Okay, as always, to be able to make sure, because the first turn is going to get very riskier by the start, if we have to avoid the sand trap, that this is going to be able to slow down, because this is going to get everything well closer to get. But this is going to be able to try to take practice many times on the race before we might be able to get ready to get started. But this is going to get everything we might be able to do one prep work, and then this is going to be able to keep following up the apex, that this is going to be able to coming in. Okay, that should probably do it good, and then just going to be able to keep in track of the time, and then this is going to get everything well better to be able to make sure, because having the apex turn is going to get very quick and easy to be able to keep falling in, and then tire and fuel wear has definitely might be enabled in case, because this is going to get everything, we might get everything tighter to be able to get everything we might get going in, and then just going to have to take a lot more speed distance, we'll be able to make sure. Okay, that should do this, and then just going to be able to keep it concentrated, that this is going to get everything well risked. Okay, almost there. Just going to be able to get started for giving one good regular lap time. We might be able to beat the record. So this is going to be able to go again, because this is going to get everything we might have to risk. We might have to take plenty much more distance to be able to come. Okay, looks like under 2 minutes of time, 1 minute and 56 seconds. Let's just gonna go and beat the records. So even if possible that this is gonna get very challenging ways that this is gonna be able to get. So maybe just gonna be able to go with the racing hard tires by the first start of the type method, and even whenever it gets nearly closer at the last and final lap, just gonna be able to go with the racing medium tires second. So this is going to be able to take plenty of pit strategy, that this is going to be able to coming in, but experts really want to go with medium tires, because this is going to get very challenging, that this is going to get lighter for the risk. Okay, looks like going up ahead, because this is definitely might be needs to do a lot more work, because it's always going to have to take plenty much more pressure, that this is going to be able to get on hold. Alright, let's just go in, and then this is going to be able to take. Okay, slow in and steady, and then this is going to have to take plenty much more few ways that this is going to be able to deal with the gap distance ahead. So just going to be able to keep coming in and then get everything well closer to get. Okay. This is going to be able to take plenty much more concentration, that this is going to be able to take it slow and steady, but always going to have to keep up the balance, that this is going to get everything a little bit well situated, that this is going to be able to take plenty much more clean laps, that this is going to be able to get. Okay, just going to take that turn and then just going to give one good straightaway to be able to have the same time, and then this is going to be able to keep coming in to get. Okay, gonna make that first turn. Just gonna go in deeply to be able to take that handling. We might get the risk. Now, any conditions on the track, that this is definitely might be work well, because it's all about having the competition, that this is definitely might be able to do everything we can. So it'll be able to prove our worth, because racing on any track with good conditions, because this is definitely might be very perfect for us, that this is going to be able to take plenty more time and plenty more distance than any conditions that this is going to be able to use. So just going to be able to try to keep up, and then this is definitely might get better if we might be able to work harder to be able to take plenty much more clean laps we might need to get. So let's just gonna be able to take plenty much inside turns as much as possible. So this is gonna get everything will be, so just gonna be able to take plenty much more time, that this is gonna be able to coming in. Okay, let's just gonna be able to take plenty much more focus if we can, because just gonna to keep a good eyes on this gap distance is gonna be able to keep coming in. But this is gonna get everything well tighter, that this is gonna get everything we'll be able to make sure. Okay, just keep following up the apex, and then this is going to get better to be able to take. Alright, that's more like it. And then this is going to be able to reach up for only 1.3, and then consider for a minute and 55 seconds on the lap time it might be able to get. So even that this is going to be able to take plenty much more strategies to be able to take. So just going to be able to make sure that using the racing hard tires for the qualifier, and only on the race that this is definitely might do regularly, that this is going to be able to have. So just giving one good tip, or any other tip from other GT players, because this is definitely might be able to help, because this is all about taking the competition of the race, that this is going to need to do a lot of work. We might be able to keep up on it. Now, let's just going to be going in and go quickly to be able to take plenty much more distance by the gap, but better have to watch out for any other turns whenever there's a mistake happens, because this may cause us to be able to start over again. Okay, looks like just going to be able to have a 3-lap practice finish, and then this has to be able to get everything will be needed to be able to make sure, because, well, just gonna be able to keep trying until we might be able to get ready to be able to join in session of the race. So looks like I'll just have to be able to get ready for only a few more turns to go. So let's get ready to join in, that this might go better. Everything needed, that this is going to be able to take a lot of practice, that this will might get everything ready. So looks like all of us bringing out the group board cars to be able to get ready to join in session of the race, and this is going to get everything will be prepared, that this is going to be able to take the tough challenges will be able to be made. So let's just going to be able to take one good method waste if anything is possible, that this is going to get everything well prepared for this race. So maybe this is going to be able to go with the racing hard tires, that this is going to be able to use for a qualifying race. So let's just going to be able to try out and see how it happens, because methods always do importantly, that this is going to be able to do take a lot of risk that this one might have. So let's just gonna get everything will be prepared. So let's just gonna go and change up the racing hard tires, and then this is gonna get everything ready to go. Alright, looks like everybody joins in for this race, and then this is gonna get everything will be prepared, because this is gonna be able to take any tires that this is gonna be able to use. Alright, looks like anything else might be able to get one good attempt. Okay, Roadhog 2 is now joining in the race. Good to see him again. Alright, looks like this is going to be able to take plenty much more turns to be able to take plenty handling skills that this is going to be able to get better. So, looks like just going to be able to stay concentrated that this is going to get everything we might need to do plenty much more turns we might need to get. So, just going to be able to take a lot of warm-up time for only 2 minutes around the track, because this is going to get everything we might get prepared. Okay, that's just probably able to do one quicker ways to get. So any pit strategy that this is going to be able to going in by taking the tires, so just going to be able to use it very wisely. So whenever it's going to be given the best choice, that this is definitely might be able to work hard to be able to get everything in. Alright, so let's just going to get everything in, and then any choices for the tires according to GT Racers X respond. Choose medium or hard racing tires, that this is going to be able to take the best option choice we need to get, because we just definitely might need to have one important tip, because they just really want to help us to be able to get everything well successful to be achieved with. Alright, here we go. 10-minute qualifier time is going to get prepared, and then let's see, this is going to be able to go for racing hard tires, that this will might work perfectly. We might get everything extended for a pit strategy for only the last 8 laps. So let's just going to give for a little test to see how long it takes, because just going to get prepared to be able to get started. So looks like just going to be the first one to be able to take the head start to be able to be prepared. So let's just going to go in and then take a lot of good clean laps around Autopolis, and then this is going to be able to do much concentrated, that this is going to be able to coming in. Alright, giving one good smooth turn, and then just going to be able to make sure to keep the throttle nice and easy while taking the turn. So this is going to get everything we might be able to stay on track, that this is going to be able to coming in. Alright, keep following up the apex. This is going to get everything well guided up on it. Now, this is going to get everything might be able to take plenty determine that this is definitely might be suits for us for having a good qualifying race. So even the choices to be made, folks, because this is going to get everything will be determined, because this is all about the competition by choosing any tire types, that this is going to be able to get everything for a better method. So just going to be able to get everything stay on well extended amounts, because this is going to be able to keep holding in, that this is going to get everything a little bit much longer to get. So let's just going to stay focused and stay maintained. And then this is going to get everything work precisely, that this is going to be able to get. Okay, let's stay nice and slow, and then this is going to get everything well concentrated, that this is going to be able to start the qualifying time to begin. So here's the one good example tip, that this is going to get everything worked in to see it. So looks like going on with the racing medium tires for only this opponent, and then this one might be able to give example tips, that this is going to get everything we might be able to have very good work method ways about racing tires, that this is definitely might be suits for well. Okay, looks like going in, take that turn, and then just going to be able to keep the throttle to be able to stay on hold. Okay, that should be good. Just going to be able to keep on track of the progress that this is going to get coming in. Alright, it's almost there. Just almost been had it because this is going to have to take plenty much more concentration that this is going to be able to stay on the inside. Just use the apex while you can because that will might give help that this is definitely might needed to be able to stay focused on this race. Oh man, yeah, almost forgot. That's how it happens because just try to be able to make sure don't get too loosened up on this edge because just going to be able to make sure because just trying to be able to keep up on this race because it's all about the competition that this is going to get everything well stayed up on it. Okay, looks like that was a very loosed up on it because just needed to get a hold of it. Okay, let's just gonna be able to take one good better lap time around. So this is definitely might needs to be able to keep up on it. So just gonna have to stay on hold and then just gonna have to try not to bump each other because this is definitely might needs to set a new qualifying time that this is gonna be able to have. Okay, let's just gonna keep going and then this is gonna need to do a lot more work that this is gonna be able to get everything will might stay on track. So try to be able to take under a minute, under 2 minutes. So maybe this is going to get very challenging that this is definitely might need to take, but it gets very harder to get. So maybe this is going to need to do a lot more work that this is going to be able to stay on the SR will might increase that this is going to get specifically that this is going to be able to have. All right, let Roadhog 2 goes in and then just trying to be able to keep up on the current trail that this is going to be able to get everything we might need to do a lot of exercise workouts. Good thing also might need a little help because this is going to might need to do a lot of practice that this is going to be able to keep up on it. Okay, let's just going to do this and then this is going to get everything well tighter that this is going to be able to stay on the apex. Okay, so let's brake balance needs to be able to stick at 1. Then just going to get everything a little bit heavier that this is going to be able to get everything well controlled. Okay, going in and then take a little bit more downhill time for it. Alright, looks like just trying to be able to catch up, folks, because this is going to get everything we'll be able to keep up on it. But don't get a little bit loosened up because this is going to might need to do a lot of practice because everything is going to be worked on time trial and qualifying. This is going to get everything we might needed to be able to take the risk we might come in. So looks like getting a little bit far behind is going to get very harder to get. So just going to be able to make sure because this is going to need to do a lot of work we might get, but it gets a little bit harder. So if possible that this is going to be able to going into the pits that this is going to might need to do a lot of tire change that this is going to be able to coming in. Okay, just going to take it nice and slow and then let's cycle proudly go on the opening and then this is going to be able to take a lot more speed that this is going to be able to keep up on it. Now looks like this is definitely might need to be able to get. So even if possible that this is going to be able to take the risk that this is going to be able to go in, that this is going to get everything a little bit longer to get, well, just going to be able to keep trying and then this is going to have to take a lot of more risk that this is going to be able to keep up to be able to stay strong. But every handling also has its weakness and then this is definitely might need to find the advantage because this is going to be able to take. Okay, let's just going to be taking that turn and then just going to do this nice and slow. Alright, so let's just going to be able to make sure because any tires it's okay to be able to use, so it also might need requires a hard work that this is going to be needed to be able to make sure. So looks like just going to keep following up that this is going to get everything well properly that this is going to be able to get closer. Okay, looks like 15 seconds left, and then just going to be able to keep on track of the clock, and this is going to get everything what we need to do. Okay, looks like definitely might need to get everything worked up, and then just going to have to take the final lap. Will might proceed, and then this is going to get everything a little bit last onto the position, and then this has got to be it. So just going to be able to set a new qualifying time if things might need to be able to do worked up perfectly. Okay, just going to keep coming in. Oh boy. Well, just going to be able to force this way to slow down. That will be able to consider consequences will be made. Just going to be able to let him pass, and then just going to be able to take a little bit more time. Well, just going to be able to give a minute, so just trying to be able to force this way to slow down because this is definitely might needed to get. Okay, looks like just going to give enough time, and then this is going to be able to have a 4-lap range check that this is going to be able to coming in. So just going to be able to make sure, because this is going to get a very tougher race that this is going to be able to coming in, but I know that this is going to get everything we might need it, that this is going to be able to make sure, because this is going to get very harder to get, but this may also drops down onto 19th place, but well, maybe needs to do a lot of work that this is going to be able to come in for. Okay, so let's go and proceed to the final lap of the race, and then this is going to be able to have enough time to be able to get ready to get started for a qualifying race, that this is going to be finished for soon, and then maybe just going to be able to use the racing medium tires that this is going to might need it to get. So it takes a lot of overtake passes that this is might need to get. So looks like giving one good reason outcome check that this is going to get everything we might need. So well, looks like it's going to be on the last place that I had to pass all the cars, because it's all about the hard challenges that this is going to be able to make. So because everything needs to be able to choose the best option of the tires, that this is going to get everything will be ready to go, but it is definitely might need to do concentrated, that this is going to be able to stay focused on the race. So even if we might be able to try to keep up and keep raising our driver rating a little bit, but we just definitely might be able to avoid decreasing the driver rating, otherwise that will might get demoted back in. So just going to be able to try again if we might be able to take plenty much more time to get. So we're still trying to be able to raise up the driver rating onto S, because this is definitely a long road way up ahead, because everything is going to be very tougher for this race that we need to be able to be prepared. Tough racing we might have everything we need to be able to get ready to be able to get started for. So looks like this is going to get everything we might take much longer to get. So even that this is going to get everything, we'll have to take a lot of risk. We might be able to take the chance we might get in. So let's just going to wait for only 2 more until they'll be finishing up the qualifying time, until this is going to be able to take. Alright, so looks like qualifying complete. Result says definitely confirmed, and then let's get ready to race. So this just going to be able to make sure, because last place drivers should probably able to go in and use racing hard tires or medium tires, that this is going to be able to take the choice. So let's just going to be prepared for this race, but this is going to get very challenging on any position that is definitely might be needs to do a lot better for it. So well, Sometimes it's, forgive me for my actions, Justin P3, but I know, just definitely might be loosened up on it because this is definitely might needed to get. Well, don't want to take any criticism because it is very unbelievable, but just trying to keep focusing because this is definitely might need to get. Okay, I just don't want to take that pressure because let's just gonna be able to have a very fair race we need to get because forgive me for the actions, and then let's just gonna be able to have to take plenty much more concentration, and let's just gonna be able to take a good clean race for this one, folks, because this has got to do, needs to do a lot more work. Well, let's go for it. Alright, looks like round 12 of the Manufacturer Series. Now racing on the Autopolis, and then let's just gonna get ready to get started. So let's just gonna be able to have a good clean race. So first up is GT Interpol with a Lexus RCF Group 4. Second place is Anats 20 with a GT5 Citroen Group 4. Third place is OG Mowerman with a McLaren 650S. Fourth place is GT Racer X with a Nissan GTR Group 4. Fifth place is Fisherrat 58 with a Ford Mustang Group 4. Sixth place is Image and Words with a BMW M4. Seventh place is Justin P3 with a Mercedes SLS AMG Group 4. And eighth place is Roadhog 2 with a Aston Martin V8 Vantage Group 4. Ninth place is Bob Widget U with a Ford Mustang. 10th place is King Ghidorah 82. 11th place is Ian Forcer R with an NSX Group 4. 12th place is K Crusher 33 with a McLaren 650S Group 4. 13th place is Operail with an M&M's Library with a Ford Mustang Group 4. 14th place is Jammer 1796 with a Renault Sport Megane Group 4. 15th place is Frizz 22 with a Mustang Group 4. 16th place is Bridgeners 27 for the Ferrari 458 Italia. 17th place is Cycle Crowley for the Mercedes SLS AMG. 18th place Smooth Daddy 58 with the Toyota 86. And then last place is myself with the Chevy Corvette C7 Group 4 with the N Sport Tech Library. Now, let's just gonna have a very better chance of racing that this is gonna be able to get. So let's just gonna be able to have everything well calm and get everything ready to go. So let's just gonna be prepared to be able to have a good clean race. So let's just gonna need to do perfectly we might need to get, because here we go. Let this be an 8-lap challenge on Autopolis, and then let's go and get started. Definitely might be able to get ready because this is gonna get everything. We might take the risk, we might get ready. But this is gonna get everything, we might get quicker to be able to get there. Now, looks like just gonna have to take one good clear pass at a time, and then this is gonna get everything coming in. Well, looks like everything is unbelievable, but, well, just trying to get a hold of ourselves, and then this is definitely might need to be able to keep up for this race. And then this is gonna get everything well tighter to be able to get everything going. Now, let's just gonna get everything we might be able to make sure, just gonna keep going, and then just gonna have a very good race that this is definitely might need to get. But looks like this is gonna be able to keep it going, and then just gonna take a nice save on Smooth Daddy to be able to try to maintain the pace. So just gonna be able to keep coming in to get better, and then this is gonna have to take plenty much more few chances to be able to get. Okay, let's just gonna keep everything going. Okay, don't want to get a little bit loosed up on it. And now this is going to get everything going in for it. So GT Inter Pro takes the lead on first place. Now let's just going to be able to take a little bit lighter to quick, and then just going to be able to try harder to be able to go like a pro. But this is going to get everything, might get everything will be needed to be able to make sure, just keep up, and then try not to do any miscan, because this is definitely might need to be able to have a good clean race that everybody really want to wish for it. Now, looks like just going to have to take plenty much more concentration, and then this is going to be able to keep catching up on it. This is going to get everything, we might take the pit strategy that this is going to get everything to be endure. Okay, Jammer 1796 is definitely might be able to stay on it, because just going to be able to take one attempted overtake pass on Cycle Crowley, and then looks like going to get going in, and then this is going to be able to take it in, and then looks like Justin P3 is in third place, so he just definitely might be needed to be able to get on to the top 3, because all about taking the struggles will might keep going faster. The harder it gets, that this is going to get everything needs to be able to take few other second chances that other racers really want to have. And then looks like it's going to make a good clear pass, and then going in to make a good focus on Cycle Crowley, and then this is going to get everything will be quicker to be able to coming in. Alright, things need to be able to do going on, and then this is going to be able to keep coming in to be able to get. Okay, just going to have to stay calm, and then just going to be able to stay, everything will might be, everything is going to get, everything will might have every turns of the race that this is going to get everything will going on, but we'll have to be able to keep going in to be able to maintain the pace. It's going to get everything stronger and higher. It's going to get everything well pressured to be made. Now, looks like even the only suggestions that this is going to be able to have a one tough race, that this is going to get everything well closer to get. But other racers are trying, but this is definitely might needed to be able to get. Okay, let's just going to keep going, and then this is going to get everything we might need to be able to stay on track, that this is going to get everything we'll be focusing on for. Now, looks like dirt lap is going to be going in, and then almost dirt to be able to reach up onto the halfway lap. And then this is going to get everything well tighter, that this is going to be able to stay careful. And then looks like E and Orser is now definitely on 15th place, and then he just definitely struck onto the sand trap. Now, looks like this is definitely might be able to keep everything going. Okay, just gonna stay focused, and then make it one good clear pass, that this is gonna get everything stronger on the opening, and then this is gonna get everything well handling to be able to endure. Okay, that's just gonna keep going on, and then make a good pressure weight on the apex, and then this is going to get everything coming in to be able to get. Better have to keep up with having a racing expectations, that this is going to get everything a little bit higher. Looks like Justin P3 is now going to be in second place, so he's definitely might be able to keep up to be able to have his first place win. Now, looks like just going to be able to have to take a little bit much harder to get, but this is going to get everything we might needed to be able to take the competition, that this is going to get everything going in. Okay, just going to stay on it, and then this is going to get everything we'll be able to make sure, because this is going to get everything a little bit harder. And then there it is, Yellow Black just called in on it. Fishrails 58 just definitely caught up in the spin out, and then this is going to get everything we might resume for the run, and then only 4 more laps remaining, and then this is going to get everything a little bit harder to get. Now, looks like just going to be able to check on the other drivers, and then this is going to get everything to be able to check on the course map. It definitely might be going around. Now, Justin P3 is definitely might be able to keep up on to GT into pole. So, looks like this is going to get everything it needs to have a lot of hard work that this is going to be able to get. Now, let's just going to be able to keep everything nice and calm, and then this is going to get everything well pressured that this is going to be able to keep up to be able to make it on hold. And oh, there it is, another contact that just definitely might be bumping in for. Just going to be able to keep a good ice check that this is going to be able to keep up onto the penalty, that this is going to get everything we might need it to be able to get. Just going to be able to catch up, and then only 4 cars are definitely might be able to stay on the struggle that this is going to be able to endure. Okay, looks like things are still going on, and then everything goes on the struggle that this is going to be able to have. Now, let's just going to be able to take it nice and gentle, and then this is going to get everything closer. Okay, Hyperion is now definitely might be able to try to slow down, and then goes back up to be able to catch up onto Briz 22. And then this is going to get closer and better, but this is going to get everything well skillful match that this is going to get everything will be prepared. Now, looks like this is going to get very tougher, that this is going to be able to take a lot more passes, that this is going to be able to coming in. But this is definitely might need to be able to take the risk that this will might coming in. Now, looks like going on into the 5th lap, and then this is going to be able to get closer to be able to get, so looks like this is going to get nearly closer to be able to reach up onto the top position, that this is going to need to do a lot of work to be able to coming in. Now, looks like just going to keep a good eyes check whenever there's a lag problem going on, so let's just going to be very careful that this is going to be able to have a very good safe race, that this is going to be able to coming in. Now, looks like this is going to get everything well tied up on the situation, that this is going to get everything we might get it done. Now, looks like OT Moellerman is now in 3rd, and now he is definitely might be able to keep continuing in to be able to stay on track, that this is going to get everything focusing on to be able to get in, and then this is going to get everything a little bit tighter up, and then get everything closer to get. Now, let's just going to be able to make sure, and then looks like GT Racer X is now definitely in 9th place. Now, looks like this is going to get everything we might be able to keep it up on it, so this is going to get very challenging to get, but this is definitely might be getting closer to be able to make it there. Alright, looks like Alfredo is now in 9th, and now just going to be able to take a little bit more time to be able to keep it up on it. Okay, let's keep it nice and calm, and then this is definitely might need to be able to take a lot of work Will might get. Okay, looks like it's on the outside track. Now, looks like it's just going to be able to take on for the 6th lap, and then looks like other racers were racing hard tires, that this is going to get everything prepared. Only 2 more laps remaining, and then this is going to get everything closer to be able to get. So, looks like just going to be able to take plenty much more risk we might get, but everyone's always becomes everyone's problems, and now this is going to be able to take plenty much more time, that this is going to get everything we might need a risk, we might get everything we have to do. Okay, going in, and then watch the gap. This is going to get everything will be closer, and then GT Racer X is definitely might be able to coming in to be able to make one good attempted passes, that this is going to be able to come through. Okay, he finally did it, making one good opening pass, that this is going to be able to get in, and then Just gonna have to take that inside turns. It's gonna get everything might tighter up on it. Okay, looks like just getting a little bit closer there, and then this is going to be able to take a little bit much grip hold that this is going to be needed to be able to make sure. Okay, going to have to take everything approaching in. Oh man. Yeah, looks like just going to get everything a little bit harder that this is going to get everything in. Now, looks like Justin P3 is in third, and then he's just trying to be able to try to keep up on it, and looks like OG Motorman is in second. Now, this is going to get everything we might be able to proceed in onto the pits, and then this is going to might need to be able to get ready to be able to bring out the racing medium tires that this is going to be able to go in. Okay, let's just going to do it nice, properly entering in, and then this is going to be able to have no refuel to be able to make sure, because everything is a pit strategy that this is going to be important to be able to have the number of laps. Okay, tires is all good, and now this is going to be good to go, that this is going to get everything we might be able to catch up and resume, that this is going to be able to take a lot more skills that this is going to be able to have. Okay, good to go on the racing medium tires, and now let's just going to continue and keep up on this race, and then this is going to be able to take the final lap, that this is going to get everything we might get. Now, this is definitely might be able to do perfectly, that this is going to be able to stay on track, that this is definitely might needed to get. Okay, let's just going to keep going, and then this is going to be able to have a limited amount of grip that this is going to be able to take. Okay, let's just going to stay on it, and then this is going to get everything well focused. Okay, that's just going to get in and then follow up that apex, and then looks like, oh, okay, that was so close for E&M Orther R. Now, looks like that was a very good safe call for it, and then this is going to get everything, we might get everything well tied up on it, and then this is going to get everything we'll be able to make sure to be ready for it. It's all about taking the risk. Just going to have to take everything more time, that this is going to get everything we might be able to keep up on this race board. So, looks like the top three are definitely might be able to keep up on this race, and then this is going to get everything we might get, everything we might have, every single race that this is going to get everything we'll have. Well, saying multiple times for it, so looks like just going to be able to proceed onto the final lap of the race, and then here we go. This is going to get everything we might need it to be able to make sure, because this is going to have to take a lot of pressure of this race that this is going to might need it to have. Okay, looks like just going to be able to catch up onto Fisher at 58. Just going to have to take a lot more distance to be able to get there, and then this is going to be able to take the best chances to be able to go in. Okay, just going to be able to take one good attempted pass. And looks like this is going to be able to take one good closer in, and then GT Interpro is about to be able to take his podium. And now he's going to be able to make his best win until this is going to be able to reach up onto the checker flag, and then here comes the final stretch, and then GT Interpro takes the win. Now, this is going to be very excellent work on this race, and then this is going to get everything work perfectly, that this is going to need to do one hard work of the chancing of the racing skills they have. Just going to be able to keep up, and then this is going to be able to take a lot of pressure work that this is going to be able to go on. Okay, looks like time remaining left to go, and now this is going to might need to do a few last minute turns that this is going to be able to coming in, and then this is going to be able to have to take a lot of maintained struggle on the pace, and then this is going to get everything. Wu might keep it up on it. Okay, just going to get everything a little bit closer there, and then there you go. Looks like 15th place finish on the podium for it. So, well, looks like this is definitely might needs to do better ways to get. So, well, we did the best we can, because sometimes people make mistakes because we need to be able to try harder to get. Just gonna be able to keep everything will be needed to be able to make sure. So let's just gonna be able to try to do better ways that this is gonna have to take. So very good fastest driver on Chevrolet, and then this is gonna be able to take some 15th place earnings to be able to get it done. Okay. Good thing that was a very good race. So looks like we just definitely might be do better that this is going to be able to have. So looks like GT Interpol wins the race, and then just going to be able to congratulate him for his win, and then this is definitely might be very good. So looks like we did the best, and let's just going to be able to have to make sure, because try to be able to have a very good clean race, but well, sometimes the qualifying race that this is definitely might be able to have to stay on it, because this is definitely might do better ways to get. So well, let's just try to be able to have a good clean qualifying race maybe another time, because well, we just definitely needs to be able to get everything, might need to be able to stay focusing on racing. So maybe this is gonna have to take plenty much more time for it. So but we need to be able to make sure, because everything has to be able to keep it going for this one. But well, we just definitely want to stay focused on this race, because we just need to take a lot of practice that this is going to be able to have. Well, maybe let's just going to be able to have to go and get ready to be able to going in for the next round of this race. So let's just gonna have to be able to exit out and get ready to wrap this up for it. So okay, well, looks like just gonna be able to make sure, because reward challenges will be waiting for me to be able to coming in to be able to have. So just gonna be able to purchase 2 colors. So G6 Dark Flakes and G7 Dark Flakes L is now definitely might be purchasable to buy. So maybe let's just gonna be able to get. So maybe the important lesson to be learned during the qualifying race, try not to do any collisions or any mistakes, because that also makes other GT players to be able to have a ruining moment. But just try to be able to keep a hold of ourselves if we might be able to stay focused on this race, because well, sometimes mistakes happens, but we need to be able to try to stay focused on this qualifying race. But anything else might need to get, so it's the best way that this we might need to be able to ignore and continuing on for this race. So let's just gonna be able to make sure, because have a good clean race, have a good clean qualifying race, and make sure do the best you can and have a best behavior whenever you really wanted to be able to make sure, because be very respectful and be reasonable to be able to listen, to be able to communicate well. But sometimes it is very difficult to be able to have to take a lot of few other chances while we're in the competition race, because this is definitely might be able to take plenty challenges, because we need to be able to stay focused to be able to make sure to be able to avoid the mistakes whenever we can. But it gets very hard sometimes, because we need to be able to try to keep up that this is going to be able to do better. Alright folks, glad that you really enjoyed this race. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and bell for notification upload, and the links in the description down below if you want to see more. I'll be seeing you guys next time for continuing on the manufacturer series, and this will might have a better race. We might continue on in Gran Turismo Sport, and I'll see you guys later. Keep on racing, stay cool.